Hello, my name's Hayden Paul. This is my mom, Jamie. This is my neighbor, Joanne. And this is my dad, Landon. Imagine a college coach sorting through hundreds of athlete profiles. Some belong to students who spent their whole entire high school career training for only one sport. Others belong to students who play 2, 3, or even 4 sports. To most people, the specialist seems like the obvious standout, but research tells a very different story. Today I'm going to explore the question, are high school multi-sport athletes more successful in college than single sport athletes? I've researched many sports medicine journals and articles to help understand how playing multiple sports affects athletes' physical development, injury risks, and long-term success. My goal is to present a clear, evidence-based perspective that helps parents, coaches, and athletes make informed decisions. First, I'll explain how multi-sport athletes develop stronger and more balanced athletic abilities. Second, I'll explain why they face fewer injuries and less burnout. And third, I'll demonstrate how multi-sport athletes become more coachable, adaptable, and resilient, which are key qualities that lead to success in college. Now let me understand why this question matters. Let's begin with how multi-sport athletes develop stronger overall athletic abilities. Multi-sport participation exposes athletes to a wider range of skills, movements, and game situations. This variety builds complete athleticism, not just strength in one narrow area. According to Stanford Health, a leading sports medicine organization, explains that each sport challenges athletes' coordination, balance, control, agility, and strength in different ways. When athletes develop these skills across multiple sports, it corrects physical imbalances and creates more well-rounded athletes. This versatile foundation gives athletes a stronger advantage when they reach the college level. College coaches witness this firsthand. Stack Athlete, a player development and recruiting organization, explains that playing multiple sports gives athletes a way to develop mental focus, resiliency, and toughness because they learn how to handle tough situations. Real athletes demonstrate this too. Marcelo Serahini, an Olympian and SEC Swimmer of the Year, didn't start swimming until age 16. Stanford golfer Maverick McNeely played soccer and hockey, sports that helped him strengthen his balance and core control. These kind of experiences show how playing multiple sports creates athletes who are not just strong, but confident, adaptable, and physically balanced. Now that we know how athletes develop stronger bodies and broader skill sets, let's move on to the second major advantage, injury prevention and burnout. Single sport specialization places enormous stress on the same muscle and joints all year long. The National Strength and Conditioning Association explains that common injuries in specialized youth athletes are due to overuse, the same performed movements through the years. In some cases, this can lead to early arthritis or long-term damage. The American Academy of Pediatrics explains that these common overuse injuries often include tibial stress reactions, jumper's knee, shoulder and wrist problems, and chronic knee pain. Some of these injuries heal quickly, but most often they become lingering or even season-ending. The multi-sport athletes often avoid this cycle because they naturally rotate through different movement patterns throughout the years. This gives muscles, joints, and tendons a chance to recover instead of being overloaded. Sports medicine experts Gertie and Krunka from the American Orthopedic Society for Sports Medicine explains that specialized youth athletes are more than twice as likely to become injured than multi-sport athletes. Think about the repetitive movements of pitching, jumping, or sprinting. Without seasonal variation, the chances of injury increases dramatically. In short, multi-sport athletes stay healthier, feel less burned out, and remain able to compete at a high level. Staying healthy gets athletes to college, but once they arrive, success depends upon how quickly they are able to learn, adapt, and handle new challenges. One of the clearest advantages of playing multiple sports is adaptability. When athletes learn new coaching systems and styles more easily, this is because they are used to adapting and adjusting to different environments and expectations. According to Henry Ford Health, playing multiple sports teaches athletes to become more adaptable and better at picking up new skills quickly. This means that when they enter a new college program with new plays and advanced strategies, multi-sport athletes learn how to adjust and adapt quickly. Multi-sport athletes also develop mental toughness and better problem-solving skills. Different sports challenge athletes in different ways. For example, soccer requires constant field awareness and split-second decisions. Volleyball requires intense focus and persistence during long rallies. Experiences like these teaches athletes to stay calm under pressure, think quickly, and maintain concentration. All of this translates into higher game IQ, better decision making, and stronger emotional resilience. These traits also help athletes stay committed to their programs. Many college coaching staffs report that their multi-sport recruits are less likely to drop out or burn out because their diverse backgrounds prepared them for these long-term situations. Their broad foundation supports academic and athletic success, which all college programs value. Now that we've covered physical development, injury risks, and adaptability, let's bring it all together with our final takeaway. As we wrap it up, it's clear that multi-sport high school athletes are more successful in college than those who choose to specialize early. They develop stronger and more advanced physical skills. They face less injuries and fewer burnouts, and they become more coachable, adaptable, and resilient, which are key traits that lead to lasting success both academically and athletically. So if you're a parent, coach, athlete, or mentor, please support multi-sport participation. Encourage your students to participate in other sports. Refuse to specialize early, and choose the correct path that promotes long-term growth and success. College coaches know the truth. The most successful athletes aren't the ones who choose to specialize early, they're the ones that choose to stay versatile. Thank you.